For another day, Israeli troops confronted rioting Palestinian protesters in the West Bank city of Hebron.
Clashes as Palestinian youths threw stones and other missiles at Israeli troops guarding a Jewish settlement. The Israeli soldiers fired back using rubber-coated bullets.
Israeli authorities say they'll crack down hard on Palestinian demonstrators if there's more rioting in the divided town of Hebron. The fear now is that one incident could spark a serious escalation in the violence and bloody clashes.
It's a game. A game starts usually at 11:30. What is the time now?
11:35.
35. They're late. But even though it's a game, people die from it.
It's always so difficult to it's always so difficult to to choose where you stand, because both sides are dangerous. You get stones from, if you stand on the Israeli side, you get stones and cocktail molotovs. If you stand on the Israeli side, on the Palestinian side, you get rubber bullets. So it's it's not easy to choose. Like last time I was standing on the Palestinian side, I got rubber bullets, Palestinian side. And before that, I was standing on the Israeli side, I got stoned. So, it's dangerous, both of them.
I don't think you can find soldiers anywhere where you can go so close to them with the camera and they let you, because these soldiers grew up on a very strong sense of democracy. Look what I do now. I'll tell you, I was in Yugoslavia and in Russia, places where there were wars. If I would do what I do right now with the Russian soldier or a Serb soldier, I don't know what's going to happen. If this would be a Serb soldier, believe me, you don't even come close to him. You would not even go close to him, because he would not stand somebody standing behind him. But here he has confidence that I'm not going to do anything. Also, he respects my right to take pictures right now, even though me here with the camera triggered the whole situation.
This is the good thing in this job, is that the relation between the Palestinian cameraman and the Israeli cameraman are good. We try always to help each other. If like the Israelis come to our side, to the Palestinian side, we try to help them. If we go on the Israeli side as a Palestinian, I feel like I'm safe, because somebody can help me. Because this is our job too. It's nothing to do with Israeli or Palestinian.
But they do attack cameramen?
Well, I remember during the Hebron massacre, we were attacked many times, And yeah, I mean.
This part of the world is news heaven. This is news deluxe, People live in a nice house, close to a health club. We share the same health club, by the way. It's halfway between Jerusalem and Bethlehem. And then they go a few miles away, and it's a war going on. In other parts of the world, you go into a war like in Chechnya, you're stuck there for good. You don't go to no health club, and you don't go home. You stay there for good and for bad. Here, that's one of the reasons why you have so many news organizations coming here. This is the most comfortable news gathering place on this planet.
You know, I think this crazy guy, he hates the Israeli soldiers. He hates them.
Yeah?
I think so, yeah. But you know, you can laugh sometimes. He makes you laugh.
Yeah.
We have been depressed the whole day, but now we laugh, you know?
It seems like everybody's waiting for someone to start the fire.
Yeah, so that we can, or they can get some shots. But you know, I have loved anyway. In the last 5 days, I have been busy, occupied, depressed, you know, afraid of the shooting and the clashes. But now I love, and it's coming back.
Which side do you prefer better?
Crazy! I would prefer the Israeli side. You mean to stand?
You prefer the Israeli
Yeah,
side?
Yeah, yeah,
Why?
yeah. You will not be shot, you know?
How is it going to end?
It will take some minutes and then it will be. Well, it's a nice shot to you.
If there were no cameras here, do you think the people would behave the same or they would behave in a different way?
I don't think so. They will behave in different way.
What way? They would stay
Usually
home?
cameras play a great role in such situations, you see. When anybody see a camera, he will be ambitious and he will be, you know, encouraged, and he will, instead of 1 stone, 5 stones maybe.
You know, one time in Bethlehem, somebody killed himself just because I was there with a camera.
It might be.
Yeah,
He wants to be-
happened. He looked at me and he went out and he got a bullet and he was killed on the spot. And I still carry it on my conscience. You know? I don't feel good about it.
There is some from the Palestinian side. Yeah, there was some injuries from the rubber bullets, but there was at the same time a lot of Molotovs, you know, on the Israelis. The first time I see this, you know. Al reception, okay?
Private company.
Right next to us. Thank you very much.
That's it, it's ending now?
Yeah, it starts for 1 hour, 2 hours, flashes, you know. Everybody go home.
Yeah, it's hard, they have to
It's
rest.
always
man.
in the beginning. In the beginning, it's tough in the beginning. Then, you know, they get tired, both sides, and then they, you know, for the next day, it will be. So, it's like a game.
You can see this is a very good location because it's close to where the riots are. And when there is a break in the riots, you can easily come here, take a telephone and a beeper, and then I leave it next to the pool and just do some laps. And sometimes, in a matter of few minutes, I'll be in a place where there are riots and they shoot tear gas. Then I'll be here, swim a little, and then I have more energy to go forward for the next thing, to whatever comes.
Now we're swimming. In any moment, it could happen that, you know, we can get a telephone from the BBC or a beeper that problem started in Jerusalem, which is in the area, or in Bethlehem, or at Har Homa. So now, like, you know, like we have to move. You know, we have our cameras. You see, like here, our cameras. It's here. You know, it's ready.
See, this is my office here. Bye.
I'm going to relax now, so I'm going in.
You see, somebody has to look for my glasses now. Where is it? Outside? How can you jump in the water with glasses?
I forgot completely. Never mind, it's okay.
See
I
what
will
the
find it.
camera does to people? What are we doing to people, for God's sake? Look, they just put the camera on you, you jump in the water with your glasses on. This is a terrible thing.
I know,
Terrible thing.
but we'll find it. Don't worry about it.
I'll find your glasses. Now you have to
No, it
find
should
them.
be-
Oh, that's great.
I can see again now. You see,
I can see again.
See how Israelis and Palestinians can work together. Everything makes me laugh. The Prime Minister makes me laugh. Stupid policemen that stop me on the way, they make me laugh. Politicians that try to be on TV make me laugh. Everything but violence makes me laugh. Because it's really like a game. And everybody takes it very seriously, which is funny too, because half of it is just a fake, made for the camera.
I try always, in my mind, I try to go after the event, first of all, just to say the truth to the world, and for the politicians to look and see what's going on. I think you can play a very good, role in doing something.
You definitely play a role. You play a role.
Yeah,
and you
a big role.
bring up
the
issues.
camera, it became like a gun, like a soldier is having a gun.
Yeah.
It became so.
Well, would you ever see
so
a gun
dangerous, so dangerous as a gun,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like you don't expect a gun to tell you the truth, don't expect a camera to tell you the truth.
No, but
The camera would never tell you the truth.
Why
The
not? Why not?
because,
That's
because your
your job.
camera
That's
and
your
my
job to
camera
make it-
show two different things. Before director is Israeli television. Director? I'm not saying what you say is wrong. What you say is...
The confrontation between the Israelis and the Palestinians is always at its most bitter in Hebron.
The center of the divided city once again resembled a combat zone.
What happened? I think they throw a bomb.